Bonjour! I have the son who is just playing with me this morning. That's great, I love it. So, this morning, English morning, I wanted to share something with you. Sometimes it can happen that old, unhelpful pattern come back. What do we do with it? So, two things. The first thing is you can go back to what you have learned and help you, or what you have noticed and help you, because the thing is, when we are facing again with some anxiety trigger or stress trigger, we tend to forget what is helping us. So if you're just aware, this is again down to being aware and noticing and acknowledging that the stress is coming back. When I say stress, I'm talking about the chronic stress or stress at a higher level, because never forget that stress is normal. So when you are facing a situation that is giving you a high level of stress, a high level of anxiety, maybe panic attacks are coming back, then acknowledge it, be aware of it, and go back to whatever you know is helping you. For some people, it can go back to listening to music, doing a mindfulness moment, having a mindfulness moment, breathing exercises, going out and walking, calling a friend, moving your body. There are endless ways of managing stress and anxiety at a high level, or the panic attacks. So this is one way. Be aware of and go back to using the tools that are helpful. The second thing is, so if the stress and anxiety is coming back again at a level that is not being helpful to you, then there is some roots that have not been addressed yet and not cleared yet. So these need to be worked on. So you can work on them with a professional. There are many different approaches and ways to work on them. And another thing which is important as well when you're dealing with anxiety and stress, when I'm just thinking of a specific situation, I've been working with a client, a lady, and when there is someone who is giving you a feedback, an aggressive feedback, a stressful for you feedback, never forget that we all have our own worlds. We have each of us, we have built our own world, and whatever you give to the other in a conversation, it can be words, it can be a behavior. These words and behaviors of yours can be understood as a stress trigger for the other person. It doesn't mean that you are giving them stress with your answer from your own world, but it can mean that for them it means stress and anxiety. So it's interesting, it's very helpful to make the difference between this is my own world and this is what I want to express and this is my own feelings, and the other person's world, which they understand their world like I understand my world, like you understand your own world, depending of your personality, everything you've been through, everything you've been understanding or not understanding in your own life. So it creates this or that feelings depending on this or that situation. So what I mean is, if someone is aggressing you, there is always a possibility of being aware of the boundaries of each person's worlds. So then you understand you're not responsible entirely 100% of the other person's reaction. You are responsible 100% of your own emotions and reactions, and that is the difference. Okay, so basically today it was about when you go back to an old pattern of the stress and anxiety at a level that is difficult for you to manage. The first thing to do is to acknowledge it is there, because it is there anyway. Remember what can help you and do it. Again, listening to music or different things. And if it is not enough, then you might need some support or there might be some roots, little roots, other different roots that are linked to this emotion you are having at the moment, here and now, that need to be addressed. Okay, I hope this helps. If you have any question, please fire them. Au revoir.